If you were like me at all and you were very curious as to what's really going on in life, with my life, and with existence in general, then you basically did a lot of research and you spent years trying to chase after whatever the source of existence was or is. And, I grew up religious. I grew up Pentecostal holiness, is what they called it. You know, I went to one of those churches where they shout and danced and praised God out loud, and they danced in the aisles and they gave offerings, and they, in a grandiose, very expressive type of way, when you go to a church like that, they loudly express their feelings and admiration for God or Jesus and all that. Okay, so I grew up religious most of my life. Then I went through some things in life that made me question why I believe in the religion that I do, which led me down the path to slowly inching my way towards infinite consciousness, the universe, the all that is, the universal mind, all that. Now, I didn't necessarily take the traditional route of let's just go take some magic mushrooms or DMT or salvia and, let's hurry up the process and get to the point. I never really messed with hallucinogen. I never really messed with hallucinogenative. When I was younger years ago, I never really considered giving psychedelics a chance because I had a crazy ass imagination as it was. And I had, anger problems and things that, I needed to work through and better. So I probably would have just had several bad trips if I had have done some DMT years ago. Maybe not, but who knows? Probably more than likely I would have had a bad trip. But anyways, so I didn't go the psychonaut route, but I did a lot of research. Okay. I meditated a lot and I was determined to find the answers behind existence itself, behind consciousness, behind God, behind the human species, behind it all. Why do aliens exist? All that. I wanted to know why it all exists. And then slowly but surely, I guess you could say I started having what they call an awakening, or maybe even several awakenings. Because if you ever listen to David Icke, he talks about, you don't just have one awakening, you have several. But, anyways, so I went through my awakening phases, did a bunch of research, and basically just walked the path of trying to find truth. But I noticed something in the very beginning, and that was part of my awakening was I could see the universe in my eyes, but I wasn't fully ready to say to myself, okay, I'm 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 ready to be open enough to receive the full download of what it is that I'm seeing. So I see the universe in my eyes, but what does that actually mean? When I say I am the universe having a human experience, what does that mean? What does that truly mean to me or to the person that, is trying to find some semblance of truth? And so, you know, I went down the path and I didn't know what to do with the information that, I was given at first. At first, when I first saw the universe in my eyes, I'm thinking, oh, I'm a star seed, I'm an indigo, I'm all this stuff, I'm on a mission, I'm part of some alien star seed agenda, bloodline, all that. I went through all that. And I spent years researching, meditating, and just being open about consciousness. And I even fell into some other pitfalls, of belief. That's the best way for me to put it. En route of, you know, what I was originally looking for. after some years, it dawned on me, and the information just was downloaded to me. And that was that there truly is only one awareness. There's only one infinite awareness here right now. It's always been here, it's always been in the now. There is nothing outside of it. There is nothing else here but this infinite awareness. Infinite awareness is a conscious black hole. Okay? That's what consciousness is. It's non localized, it's not physical, but it can manifest as a physical thing. It is the source behind all of existence. It is the all that is, the all that will be, the all that has been, forever and infinitely more. And it imagines the all that you see as far as the eye can see from within its own conscious, luminous darkness. And outside of that comes the earth, the universe, all these trillions of planets, all these gazillions of individual consciousness and life forms, and, you know, who knows how many different aspects of life forms that are spread out within the mind of the all right now. Okay? It's incomprehensible. And that's why you get to a point to where trying to fully comprehend this is something that you can't do. Like, you can only understand some of this information to a degree, and the rest of it is unknowable until you become the all once again. You have to stop dreaming this collective hallucinative dream in order to see what I'm talking about. You have to return back into your true form or state as the all infinite living mind. So, yeah, my journey led me to finding out what's really going on. And like I said, I have a great understanding of it. I can intellectualize it, very well. But it gets to a point to where you can't fully comprehend infinity with your human brain. But that's the great thing about wordplay, is you can use your intellect, you can use your ability to speak and use words and speak language, speak the human language, and you can take a crack at trying to describe this. Okay? But this is the truth behind existence, okay? Infinite awareness is disguising itself as me, as everybody in my neighborhood, as every human that I work with at my job, as every animal that's in the wild, everything on every other planet, every alien, whatever other life form is within the universe, or even within the mind of the all, because the universe is within the mind of the all. So, once you realize that, you realize that this is all just one big ass mirage, okay? A hallucination that isn't real, but at the same time seems real, seems very real. And that's what's been going on here. That is what consciousness has been doing. Consciousness got tired of being in infinity. It never left infinity, but it got tired and bored and lonely of being in infinity. And you could say that within the mind of the all, there was a big bang, for lack of a better term. And the all infinite living mind started hallucinating, started becoming, its imagination and the different things that it was imagining. And that's how you got me sitting in this chair right here, right now, talking on this video. They all wanted to forget what it was, so it manifested itself as a bunch of humans and whatever else is in the universe, and put a veil over itself and made itself forget, because it is all powerful, it is infinite mind, infinite imagination. So what else can it do? What else does it need to do? It's pretty cool when you think about it, but the main focus here is Awareness is a conscious, infinite black hole that self hallucinates into different realities. It self hallucinates itself within its own mind into billions and trillions of planets and worlds to experience. There are worlds out there that the laws of physics are completely flipped upside down, and you wouldn't be able to comprehend that. That'd be another incomprehensible trick for the mind. So, what else is a black hole to do? What else is a conscious black hole to do that's infinite, eternal, that is boundless, that is non-localized, that has always been, has no beginning or no end? What else is it supposed to do but self-hallucinate, dissipate, and reemerge as whatever it wants? That's basically what it does. It dematerializes and rematerializes as the very thing that it has imagined. And we should be able to do that too individually. And if more people can tap into this, oh man, this world is gonna get rocked for the better. Anyways, till my next video, if you like the content, then stay tuned in.